What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another ASMR video on my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another fact reading video. I've said it before, I love watching these videos. They're my favorite ASMR videos to fall asleep to most of the time. And I like making them too, because, you know, it's fun, entertaining, relaxing, get to learn something, and fall asleep at the same time. Who doesn't love that? So, the very first fact videos I did on my channel were animal fact videos. I just looked up facts about animals, and then I did a couple more that were just random facts. You know, just completely, could be about anything, just completely random. But now, today, I decided to do some video game facts because I like video games based on the questions from my Q&A and a lot of the comments I get. I feel like a good amount of you like video games, so it seems like a perfect fit to do a video game fact video. So that's what we're doing today. And let's get started. I have about 50 facts to read for this video, and they're just about video games, video game consoles, game companies, just anything related to video games will be in this video. So, here we go. Fact number 1. The Vectrex gaming console in 1984 was the first gaming console with touch control. I've never heard of the Vectrex gaming console before, but that's cool. Nintendo's Mario is the best-selling video game franchise of all time, with over $676 million in worldwide sales. Wow. 676 million. I'm surprised there hasn't been a game, a franchise that's hit $1 billion yet. I thought that would have happened already, but who knows. The Nintendo Wii, made in 2006, was the first motion-controlled console. The Nintendo Wii was the first motion-controlled console. Yeah, I thought it was pretty. I saw like Just Dance, like 2022, Just Dance 2022. It was like the last game ever made for the Wii or something. I thought that was really cool because the Wii was pretty much like the only way to play Just Dance until like the Xbox Kinect came out. So, and Sony got some motion detector things as well with the little balls on the end. I remember those. Yeah. I thought it was cool that Just Dance made one last game for the Wii. The Microsoft Xbox, made in 2001, was the first console with a full support for HD TV. The Sega Dreamcast, made in 1999, was the first online gaming console. I have no idea what games you could have played online on the Sega Dreamcast in the 90s. Like, yeah, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's like a technicality. I don't think it's like multiplayer online. Maybe it's just like, yeah, I can't even think of what that would be referring to, but I'm assuming it's like a technicality. It's not actually like you were going into like a Call of Duty lobby or something. The Game Boy was the first video game console played in space. That's cool. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is the longest running game ever. Dang. I've played Monster Hunter World. I really enjoyed that. I beat that game and then I replayed it a little bit when I was feeling it. And then I bought Monster Hunter Rise when it was on sale, and I only played it for like less than an hour. cool, but I just wasn't really feeling a Monster Hunter game when I bought it. Minecraft is the best-selling video game so far. Yeah, that would be my guess. That or GTA 5. I feel like Minecraft or GTA 5 would probably be the top two. The squares you hop on while playing the original Mario are actually the people of the Mushroom Kingdom turned into blocks by the Koopas. Dang. That's a very depressing fact. A little bit of dark lore about the Mario world. The world record for blowing into cartridges is 43 cartridges in 20 seconds. That's cool. I never really understood how that worked, but it always worked. You know, playing on the original Nintendo console, or any like a Sega or any console that uses cartridges, and it's not working, it's not reading it, you just blow in it a little bit, and then it works just fine. No idea how that works. The biggest video game collection has a library of over 20,000 games. I wonder where that is. The PlayStation 2 is the best-selling gaming console of all time. That's cool. I remember being young and being so jealous of my friends that had PS2s. I always wanted one. I thought they were so cool. There was like so many times where I thought about buying one. Like, I think I might have been like 14 or 15. I always thought about like saving up and buying one, because by then it was like the PS3 was already out, so PS2 was getting cheaper and cheaper. So I never bought one, but I got a PS5 now, so even better. One of the earliest video games was created by a physicist named William Higginbotham called Tennis for Two. And the article that I got that fact from mentioned that Tennis for Two is basically like Pong, if you ever played Pong before. The longest video game session lasted 138 hours and 34 seconds. It was a woman named Carrie Swidecki playing Just Dance 2015. I feel like she had to have been replaying the songs at that point. I don't think there's that many songs. A gamer completed Dark Souls using a Rock Band guitar. I remember that. I remember seeing that on YouTube. For anyone that's played Dark Souls, you know it's pretty hard. I've beaten Dark Souls 3, Sekiro. What else have I played? I'm playing Bloodborne right now. I'm like about halfway through Bloodborne. Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring. I play Jedi Fallen Order. I beat that on Grandmaster difficulty. It's a Souls-like on Grandmaster, so it's like the highest difficulty. And then I beat the Jedi Survivor, but I played that on normal because I didn't feel like struggling that much. I just wanted to experience the story. Yeah. Those Souls games are no joke. The first esports tournament was held in the 70s. The first esports tournament was held in the 70s. I don't remember. It said on there what game the tournament was, but I just brushed over it for some reason. I didn't recognize it, so I didn't really think to like write it down, but yeah. The youngest professional gamer was 11 years old. Man. There's some kids today that are just too good at video games. Way better than I was back then. Pokemon Red and Green were the best-selling Game Boy games. If I had to guess what the best-selling Game Boy game was, I definitely would have guessed a Pokemon game. The earliest RPG on a console was released in 1982. It's an old genre. Grand Theft Auto was supposed to be a racing game. miles. I don't think any other game's gonna be close. Minecraft's overworld has a surface area 9,258,235 times larger than the Earth. Yeah. You could go forever on Minecraft. People who play video games are more likely to be lucid dreamers than those who don't. I play video games like every day, and I don't think I've ever had a lucid dream. Like, I've never been able to control any aspects of my dream before. So, except for, yeah, if you watch my Q&A, I talk about this, like, one favorite dream of mine that I had. That's where I was flying around. That was the only time where I could, like, control a little bit, like, control where I was going. But other than that, nothing. The fog in Silent Hill wasn't entirely a design choice. It was initially there because of hardware limitations. It's funny. A man reached level 90 in World of Warcraft without leaving the starting zone ever. I've played World of Warcraft before, just for a little bit. I've never bought the membership or any of the expansions or anything, but yeah, I got to like level 10 or whatever. And I would imagine you just like keep killing the mobs around there for XP, because I'm pretty sure you'd run out of quests eventually, unless there's something repeatable down there, but it must have taken him forever. There is a hiding spot in Pac-Man where you can be safe. Kinda ruins the whole point of the game, though. Pac-Man was supposed to be called Puck-Man. Billy Mitchell was the first person to perfect Pac-Man in 1999. And it also mentioned that because by perfect Pac-Man they mean that he like beat it, he maxed out the score. Then the creators of Pac-Man didn't think that was ever gonna happen, so they gave him a special award called like Gamer of the Decade. It's pretty cool. The first console to have games available in cartridges was the Fairchild Channel F console, introduced in August 1976. Again, I've never heard of the Fairchild Channel F console before, but that's cool. The longest developed game was Duke Nukem Forever at 14 years. I've heard of Duke Nukem. Pretty violent game, I think. The first successful 3D game was Battlezone. I don't know what their criteria is for successful. I guess game that sold a good amount, didn't sell like 10 copies and then disappear. A video game was used by the US military to train tank gunners. That's cool. Engineer Ralph Baer is often seen as the father of video games. Ralph Baer. I thought this one was interesting. A Japanese man married a video game character in 2009. I've also seen somebody marry like their body pillow before, and they've married like anime characters, I think, so yeah, it's pretty weird. Americans once spent $20 billion on arcades in 1 year. That is insane. Like, imagine how many quarters that is. That's so crazy. The earliest video game was a shooting game. And it said, like, I didn't write it down, but it was just like a really simple, like, aim the dot kind of game. It wasn't really like a shooter game, like you weren't shooting anyone. It was just like an aiming kind of thing. I think they said it was to help like aim missiles or something. The Wii's motion sensor technology was rejected by Sony and Microsoft. Which is funny because Microsoft went on to make the Kinect, and Sony went on to make their own little version of the Wii wands. I don't remember what they were called though. Next page of facts. The Nintendo Switch is the only commercial hybrid console to date. Only commercial hybrid console to date. That's cool. I have a Switch. I love it. Played so many games on there. When the arcade game Space Invaders was released in Japan, it caused a shortage of 100 yen coins. So, I guess everyone was just using their coins on the arcade machine, so all the coins were just going to one place or like back to the banks, I guess. Nobody had the coins out there in their pockets. That's pretty funny. The largest arcade machine ever built is over 14 feet high and 6 feet wide. That's crazy. Sonic the Hedgehog was almost an armadillo, which would make a lot of sense. Armadillos are like known for balling up. I don't know that much about hedgehogs, but I know armadillos are known for covering themselves in a circle. The first home video game console was released in 1972. As I'm going through like all these, when I was finding all these facts, it's crazy how there's so many consoles released back in the early like 1970s to 90s and early 2000s, everything, like all these consoles that no one today has really heard of, like no one my age. And it's just like, it must have been such a war. Everyone always talks about console wars now, but back then it was like everybody was trying to get in on the gaming industry. And now we just have the three like console titans left, you know, just PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. And then there's PC, which is, you can just play whatever you want on there. I feel like PC is probably most common. The first and second arcade video game using coin-operated cabinet was made in 1971 and 1972. Sounds like a lot of advancements were made in the early 70s. The video game industry was launched by the success of Odyssey and Pong. Yeah. My whole life I've heard that Pong was like the first game ever. The term video game appeared first in print in 1973. Again, the early 70s was like the age of video games, I guess. Video games help people make decisions quick and accurately. GTA San Andreas video game holds the Guinness World Record for largest voice cast. Largest voice cast. I'm surprised they haven't been passed yet. I feel like games are so big now, but I guess if you think about it, a lot of the like main cast will just voice all some of the side characters too. Sony is the world's largest video game company with over $24.9 billion in income. Wow. And that's still like not even a quarter of like Elon Musk or whatever. That's insane. Or like Jeff Bezos when he was at his max money. It's crazy. Last fact of this video. The very first playable human female video game character was found in the 1985 Taito arcade game, Typhoon Gal. In that fact, it also mentioned Chun-Li from Street Fighter as one of the earliest female characters. Sorry, I just cracked my knuckle. I hope that wasn't too loud. But that is all of the 50, give or take, facts that I have for this video. For some reason, it was like, this video was the hardest of all my fact videos to find facts for. I thought there would be way more video game facts, but yeah. I did find one article with a lot more facts, but each fact was like a super long paragraph. Like each one was a whole paragraph. save that for part 2 because it was kind of would have taken me a long time to go through and like pick out the important parts. So, but if you guys enjoyed this video game fact reading video, then I will gladly make a part 2 because, like I said, I love making these fact videos and I love watching them. Hopefully, you love watching them too. And that's it for tonight. Hopefully, this video relaxed you. You found it entertaining, or maybe it already helped you get to sleep and you're knocked out right now. Whatever the case may be, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. We just hit 1,200 subscribers. Insane, because we feel like we just hit 1,000 like yesterday. But we're going up. All thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. So, thank you so much, and good night.